Welcome to this C# support video. This is for the fifth in the series on validation, and it's the first one where we're introducing regular expressions, which are incredibly powerful. Yeah, I know they can be quite confusing, but they're incredibly powerful for doing pattern checks. So what is a pattern check? What is a regular expression? And how do we use them for validation? Okay, so a pattern check is where you want to check user input or data to see if it adheres to a certain pattern of characters. So here we've got 2 digits for the day of the month, 2 digits for the month itself, and 4 digits for the year. We're ignoring the fact that you can only normally have between 1 and 31 days of a month, and between 1 and 12 days of months of a year. We're just saying any 2 numerical digits are valid in this case. We're not going to do a range check, we're just going to do the pattern check. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do, and we have a public static method here so that we can do that checking. It is possible to be able to check the strings. You could do something like if the first character of date is equal to a numerical value, and if the next one is equal to a numerical value. You could do it by hand, but it's very time consuming to do that. A lot better to use a regular expression. What is a regular expression and how do we use them? Well, I'd recommend regex101.com, and we'll put the test data in here so that we can check and see if it works. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit so that we can talk through what we want. So this is going to be a valid date. I know that it doesn't make logical sense because we don't know what 00 is, but it's got 2 numerical values followed by a forward slash, followed by 2 numerical values, followed by forward slash, followed by 4 numerical values. All of the other ones in here are invalid. So let's just put a couple of others in that are valid. So today's the 27th of November 2021, tomorrow is the 28th of November 2021. Those should both be valid. Okay, how can a regular expression help? Well, the idea is you can search for any character and it will find it, or any combination of characters and it will find it, or you can put in a character class. For example, you can search for D or I, or more usefully for us, you can do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 0 to 9, and it will match all of those numerical digits. You can also say, right, instead of doing 0 to 9, I just want a numerical digit, which is \D. So we found every numerical character in this text. You can also say how many times you want it to repeat. So I just want 2 of them, followed by a forward slash, followed by 2 more, followed by forward slash, followed by 4 more. So I could say this numerical digit repeats exactly 2 times. Then I want a forward slash. Well, a forward slash means something in a regular expression, a regex. So I just need to escape it for it to work properly. So now we've matched here this 2 zeros and a forward slash. I'll do the same thing. A numerical value exactly 2 times and another forward slash. And then a numerical character exactly 4 times. So we've matched every valid date here. But we've also matched some that we don't really want to match because this one has got an extra value. And we don't want to accidentally say that that is valid when it's not. So I'm going to say, well, only match it if it starts at the beginning of the line and it finishes at the end of the line. So if we clean up our test data, that should match. That shouldn't because it doesn't want and expect a minus sign. This shouldn't match because there's too many digits, but it would if we had just the right value. This shouldn't match because we haven't got enough values in here. This shouldn't match because we're not using numerical characters. This doesn't match because we're using backslashes instead of forward slashes. Oops, I meant to press Ctrl Z. That didn't work. And then this one doesn't match because we've got some extra stuff at the end. Okay, so once we have our regular expression, the code is actually quite nice and easy. So it says it automatically includes using system.text.regular expressions above where you see your code. So let's just use that. Let's say regex.match which requires us to say what we're going to test. So that's going to be date. And then our regular expression, which I want to copy and paste from regex 101, this thing in here. Now we have to be careful here because there's some backslashes which do particular things in regexes, but they also do particular things within a string literal. So I'm just going to put this in, which says ignore any backslashes to escape characters within the string. Okay, regex.match will return a match object. What am I talking about? Let's see, regex.match in C#. The regex.match method. Where has it gone? Which one am I talking about? This one, where you pass a string and the pattern, it returns a match object, so you can get extra stuff from that, or you can just check and see if it's succeeded or not. I don't know if there's something, yeah, here we go. You can see match.success. How's that useful for us? Well, match.success is a Boolean value. It's saying, does this match this pattern? What is this pattern? 2 numerical digits, a forward slash, 2 numerical digits, a forward slash, 4 numerical digits. So we can just return that, which will be either true or false, and we'll pass all of our tests. Let's see if it works. So one line of code has successfully tested hundreds of different values correctly. That's the power of regular expressions, and we're going to use them a lot over the next couple of weeks because they're incredibly useful for validation and really powerful and useful in your A-level projects. Hope this has been useful. See you next time.